Hello. This is a video for those who are searching for tips how to deal with life and depressive emotion when the weather changes, when it's like a winter, rainy, too hot outside, things like that. Um, so let me share a couple of images here from outside. I've been to a local park. It's called Fairy Fen, somewhere on a Bowen Island. On my search for some happy moments today. Today was not really my best day for emotions. So this is a trail to the nature reserve. I'm not sure what you see in the camera. Peter Drake Trail. It's a really nice trail. I love it. And that's my car. And once I get into the car, I'll plug my phone into the charger and we'll share a couple of tips how I deal with, you know, life pressure, depressive thoughts, challenges, work. It depends how you see every event, how you set your mind to process the information. You can make a crappy life or a better life, a life full of adventure, a life full of accomplishments and satisfaction of being strong and resilient. So quickly, I went to this place to discover the trail, and it felt like I have a blanket of heavy stuff, and that's partly because I was soaked. It was rain, and I had my a t-shirt was sweaty and was not good. It was a heavy feeling. Then when I got here, I realized I lost my hat, but not this one. It's another one which I care about because I bought it from a First Nation community, and I paid a pretty decent amount of money. Let me see where I put that stuff. Right here. So now it's easy for me. So this is my hat. I had it somewhere and it slipped somewhere on my raincoat. Then it disappeared, and I thought, "Ooh, it's not in the car." I got here. I took my one of my t-shirts, which is now heavy because of the sweat. So I got rid of that. I had winter pants because I expected rain and cold. It's still February, and those were heavy and not pleasant, loaded with a little bit of mud. So I dropped them off here. Then the rain jacket. So I had my rain jacket as well, and now I decided to go back to find the hat. Let me plug the phone in and I will talk. Sometimes it feels like the system or God is testing my limits. It's a bit cold. So I'm back to safety at my cozy car, and let me share a little bit. So I went back to the trail, but before I went to the trail, I knew that I need to get rid of the heavy items that were soaked now, like sweaty, and I had to make myself cozy because I didn't want to trigger some sort of a more pressure for my mind, like a depressive episode of some like a not very pleasant thoughts, like, oh crap, I have to go back to find my hat because I want that hat, and I don't know where it fell. Maybe it fell on a trail on the left, because after that I saw that trail and I said, no, I'm going towards the ocean, not knowing where I'm going. I did not use my maps. Even I carry my satellite messenger with maps. I did not look at the maps, and so I didn't know where the head fell. And I said I need to make my trip back to recover my head as pleasant as possible. And I'm looking for a flashlight. Flashlight is very low on the battery. It was supposed to be charged, and I'm plugging it to charge, but it's slowly charging. It's not increasing to see, okay, it's charging, and I can wait around 10-15 minutes and it's fully charged. No, I know it probably takes like a 3 hours to fully charge. It's like, no way. Then I'm under the pressure. It's time constraint. I know my last ferry it's at 10 p.m. and when I drove this way, I saw a long line of cars, and I thought I may have to spend the night in the car waiting for the first or second ferry in the morning so I can go straight to work. That was kind of the thought. If you have this type of emotional trouble, like you get depressive thoughts very often, that means you program your mind how to react to different events. Then you put pressure on yourself. So I'll give you these examples. You feel like your clothes are soaked and cold. Now you amplify that, and then you think of the ferry ride back to your place. Like in my case, back to Vancouver. Then I could start amplifying those thoughts, like, oh, I'm not going to catch the ferry. I'm going to be late at work. My boss is going to give me crap. I'm going to sleep in the car because there are no hotels or motels on the island here. And my car has a bunch of stuff here, a bunch of useless and useful stuff, emergency blankets, documents, and winter clothes, and stuff that I don't always use, but it takes space, so I don't have a comfy spot to sleep overnight in my car. And then I could think, oh, I can't really run the engine for too long because might be houses around the ferry line, so they might prevent people from idling the car. So you can generate lots of scenarios that are actually getting you deeper into depressive thoughts. Also, I could think, I don't have spare of clothes that are warm. But the good thing, I'm always prepared. So when I got here, I took the sweaty one off, and I put a dry one that I had in the car. Also, I got a pair of gloves because I wanted comfort to my hands. I didn't want to deal with cold. I took the winter pants off. They were too heavy, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I feel safe that I can make it back to my car. I won't break my legs on the trail, but I could have the other thoughts, like I go back, recover my stupid head, I'll break a leg, and I'll have to wait for help because my satellite messenger does not work in the forest. I cannot send help messages. And also I left my both phones in the car because the phone I'm using right now had only 3-4% battery left. So it was useless for me to take the phone in the forest. And so there were lots of variables that was part of my scenario today that I could use to wreck my day, my afternoon, my evening, or see all those in a different light. So because I know the map, I know what happens if I have some sort of a challenges, and I take those challenges, I exaggerate, and I see them into a negative light. I know where it goes. It's not helping me at all. But people use those thoughts, those dark, negative thoughts, depressive thoughts, because they program themselves to think that way. Nobody stopped them. Nobody came to tell them this is wrong, this is not a good outcome. I'll tell you where it goes. Like I dissect each thought and see where it goes. Where the person goes with their mind and thinking, then with their action. Nobody tells, because these people don't share their thoughts. They don't go to talk to a friend or neighbor. You know what? Yeah, I have a depressive thought. I want to kill my neighbor dog. They don't share these thoughts. It's like a self-talk. The mind, the monkey mind, is like munching some crap, and if you allow that monkey mind to go around and process, you keep feeding that monkey mind, and the monkey mind wants more and more because it gives you something back. It gives you a feeling, an emotion. So now I should start driving because, like I said, let me see if I have the mirror open. Like I said, I have to deal with ferry, and it might take me half an hour to reach the ferry terminal. I'm not sure. Okay, so let me put this light somewhere else, and let me turn some of the defogger and make my ride as safe as possible, so I don't have to add an extra worry to my mind. Also, at the same time, I checked everything around the car, and since I moved the car, let me check if nothing fell underneath, because at some point I dropped my phone, I dropped my car key. Let me check. Everything is clear, so now I have less worries, or almost no worries, regarding stuff that probably I forgot. So, you know, ideas that makes you think while you drive or while you do your stuff. You think, oh yeah, if I said something nasty to my friend after my party, or if my kid doesn't have food, or if someone is going to, let me see where I'm going, because I don't know where the heck I'm going here. Let me turn the light off. I don't know where I'm going. I'm supposed to use a map. I'm supposed to use a map here, but I'm not using a map. I see this road is going to the ocean somehow, but I thought I'm supposed to go back. Yeah, it feels I'm going towards the ocean. I'm not sure, but let me finish my video. Anastasia Road. Yeah, I kind of see the ocean here, or some lights. Anyway, I'm not worried about, but I could be worried, and I could exaggerate some thoughts and go to some rabbit holes of thinking, and it's no use to me. So I went back into the forest with a proper flashlight, like this guy, and with some gloves. I took the rain jacket just in case, to give me some peace of mind. And now I could see the fog and the light of the flashlight in the fog, and I could see the trees. And now I see it differently, because it's all comfortable. Like I feel comfortable, like a temperature, body-wise, and I see. Let me see where this road goes. Adams Road. Let me turn the flashlight off, because I don't know where this road takes me. And oh, that's my satellite phone is doing something weird. Another phone, the GPS, and specialty foods. Yeah, and it's dumping rain. It's hard to see, really hard to see. Oh, then someone sent me back a message, because I tell them I told them, I wrote them a message that I am on the island, and yeah, lots of information comes to the brain, and if you are not used to it, you get overwhelmed, and you get stressed out, and get mad. It's beyond your ability to deal with or cope with stress. If you don't have training, or if you are that depressed, you may have to take pills in order to slow down or calm down and stuff like that. Yeah, so there is some traffic here, and I'm going somewhere, but I don't know where I'm going. And I'm not worried about the ferry ride back to Vancouver. Now another thing is I got hungry, and I thought, okay, I can hold it, and I know I have a couple of canned food, and now this chick is kind of interrupting my train of thoughts. So lots of stimuli, and lots of reasons for me to get pissed and get mad, but I'm not. Okay, so that's the end of the road somewhere, and it says Cowan Road. I don't know where the heck it's going. Let's see. It says no through road if I go to the left, so it's good. And now if I go to the right somewhere, it goes somewhere, but I don't know. Also it says no through road. I'm driving on a unknown place for me, and I'm not using the map because I'm trying to record my thoughts here, and also I'm testing myself, see if I can cope with information. And that GPS is also lighting up in my windshield. The thing that I don't have pushy people behind. So that's another message, but I'm not sure if it's because I'm driving too slow or I'm losing satellite. Yeah, I'm supposed to take this one off. So every time you get too much information, yeah, you need to turn off a couple of things. Let's say your kids are crying. Maybe I'm driving too slow. Your kids are crying. Give those kids not a candy, because it's not good for them. Give them to someone to care for when you, like, if you have a parent, if you have a friend, take a break. If you have work stress, same thing, take a break, especially if you can. If you can't, then what's your priority? Your health, your mental health, or your work? I know it's your work is providing you, but if you live in a bigger city and slow frogs are crossing. What the heck? It says slow frogs are crossing here. Last year I've been to Europe. There were hundreds and hundreds of dead frogs squished by the cars. At least there are signs here. That's a good thing. Yeah, and so if you live in a city and you suffer of stress and depression, it's because you live in a city. You have too much information. But if you still want to live in a city, then make a good choice and change your workplace with something less stressful if you can. And you should be able. Otherwise, there's no point for you to live in a city, right? So I got hungry, and now I'm thinking. Let me pull aside. I got hungry. I'm thinking. Now even the winter coat is coming down. Like I said, I have too much crap, and and I have one of these fuel lamp here, and let me turn the wiper off. And I'm getting hungry, and I said, okay, I have few canned food, and I'm looking in the back. None of those have like a thing that we can open by hand. All require can opener. And I'm looking in the car, I can't find the can opener, and I said, oh, what the heck I'm doing here? And I had to give up to the canned food, and I got some noodles, like those unhealthy food, and I'm going to open it and eat some of the dry noodles. That's the thing I'm going to deal with my hunger. That's my way. So I need to keep driving. What I'm saying, yeah, today I got so many challenges, but when I got to the forest, I found the head, and while walking in the dark with just on the flashlight to grab my tire, to grab my head, I felt happiness because now it was relaxing. I had everything like a set, nice, like a body was dry, was not screaming in pain. Temperature was okay. I had gloves. It was not dumping rain. Was okay. And I found my head maybe a kilometer away. It was not too far from where I parked my car, and I thought, that's good. That's good. It feels good. It was like I felt it was a happy feeling. So instead of thinking or exaggerating, oh, that stupid hat, it makes me miss the ferry back to Vancouver, miss work in the morning or be late at work, sleep in the car, be very, very tired of sleeping not sleeping in the car the whole night, dealing with cold overnight in the car. So I could have those thoughts, but wait, I'm not in Vancouver yet, so I'll be totally fine, because I tell myself, yeah, you know what, yeah, it's another challenge. It's another challenge, and I'll be fine. See you later. Bye bye.